Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today we need to go and have a look at Pokémon Card 151. You see, yesterday, a couple of days ago, depending on when this goes up, I told you about the Tangela artwork rare. It's cool. What was especially relevant about it, however, was that it confirmed the existence of artwork rares in the set, which we kind of knew there were going to be, right? That was very much an assumption on our part, but it seemed like a sensible assumption to make, because so far, and we'll get to what the sets were in a minute, but all the sets we'd had in the Scarlet and Violet era had them. So it would have been a little bit weird if Pokemon Card 151 hadn't had them. That would have been a surprise, frankly. But it has now been confirmed, and that's lovely. But something I noticed yesterday is that actually, there's too many. There are too many artwork rares. Because if we have a look at Tangela is card 178 out of 165. It is the 13th artwork rare in the set, and probably not the last. And this is strange, ladies and gentlemen. This is very, very strange. So if we go through the sets we've had so far, very quickly, if we have a look at Scarlet EX, there were exactly 12 artwork rares. They're always the first secret rares. So there were 78 cards in Scarlet, and the final artwork rare was Starly, which was number 90. Or to put it another way, the 12th artwork rare. If we have a look at Violet EX, there were again 78 cards in the set. And the first secret rare, so 79 onwards, were the artwork rares. And the final artwork rare was Squavit, which was number 90. So once again, exactly 12 artwork rares. If we have a look at Triple Beat, there were 73 cards in the set. And the final artwork rare was number 85. Which was, of course, Paldean Wooper. So once again, exactly 12 artwork rares. If we have a look at Snow Hazard, there were 71 cards in the set. The final artwork rare was the Dunsparce, which was, of course, card 83. Exactly 12 artwork rares. And if we have a look at Clayburst, there were again 71 cards in the set. And card number 83 was the final artwork rare, which was for Farigiraf. And oh look, there were exactly 12 artwork rares in the set. And this is important, because at this stage, I think it's fair to say that's enough to see a pattern. We've seen 5 sets, 2 double sets and 1 A set. And in all 5 sets, there have been exactly 12 artwork rares. And this is the point where you really can start looking at this and drawing a bit of a pattern. This isn't some kind of weird coincidence. This is a deliberate decision on the part of the Pokemon Company to actually say, all right, fine, let's make exactly 12 in each. And if we go back to what I told you just a moment ago, Tangela is number 13. And like I've said, we know that there's nothing else in between. We know that the first cards, the first secret rares are technically any card which has a number higher than the set number. And we know that the first of those in every set is always artwork rares. So I'm not going to go through every set again, but if we have a look at Snow Hazard and Clayburst, in Snow Hazard there were 71 cards. Number 72 is Bramblin. That is the first secret rare. And in Clayburst, number 72 was Heracross, which was the first secret rare. So I think at this stage it's fair to assume that the first secret rare is going to be the first illustration rare, because it always is. That will be card number 166. So 178, that is Tangela. That is the 13th artwork rare in the set. And that's weird, because we always have 12. Every set in the Scarlet and Violet era, we always have 12. I know some of the Sword and Shield ones, we had 6. That's not where we are. That's not what we're talking about. In the Scarlet and Violet era, we have 12. So this is strange. And here's the thing. Tangela isn't going to be the last of them. Now remember that with Pokémon Card 151, one of the cool little gimmicks is that the set number of all the Pokemon is actually their Pokedex number. So don't look at Tangela and go, oh my goodness, that's a grass Pokemon. Grass Pokemon are always the first one. Are there at least 13 grass artwork rares? No, that would be ridiculous. But like Bulbasaur is card 001 because it has Pokedex number 001. But Squirtle is 005 because it has Pokedex number 005. And Mew has 151 because it's got Pokedex number 151. Well, Tangela comes in at 114. So it's decently near the end. But it's not all the way there, ladies and gentlemen. It's 3/4 of the way through. This would suggest, and let's be clear, this is super rough maths with almost no basis, but that would mean we're looking at like 16 artwork rares. That is assuming the artwork rares are evenly distributed throughout the chronological order of the Pokedex, which I'm just going to go ahead and assume is probably not actually real. But if it is, and chronological is definitely the wrong word to use, but if we are going through Pokedex order and assuming an even distribution, that would give us about 16 of them. That is weird. Now, 13 is strange. Firstly, it's an unlucky number. And secondly, it's an odd number, and Pokemon don't tend to do odd numbers with these. So we can assume at least 14, but probably it's going to be about 16. Could even end up being a little bit more. And this makes me very happy indeed. I'm a fan. The more art rares there are, the more likely it is that there's going to be a Porygon. And I desperately want a Porygon. Remember that in Snow Hazard and Clayburst, Raichu did go and get itself an artwork rare or an illustration rare in English. Pikachu didn't. Now, Pikachu did have the Okacheke artwork, which is my favourite Pikachu I've ever seen, but Raichu got the artwork rare and Pikachu didn't. Will Raichu get a second one this time round? Will just Pikachu get one? I don't know, but these are interesting questions that are keeping me up at night. But then we get to the other question of, well, alright then, if there's going to be more artwork or illustration rares than normal, are there going to be more special illustration rares, special artwork rares? And the answer is maybe, actually. That would make a lot of sense. Now, generally speaking, in each set, in terms of the special illustration rares of Pokemon, we generally get 3. So over in Scarlet, we got ourselves Gardevoir, Great Tusk, and Koraidon. Over in Violet, we got ourselves Miraidon, Iron Treads, and for some reason, Spidops. Over in Triple Beat, we got ourselves Meowscarada, Skeledirge, and Quaquavel. I'm not going to keep going, you get the point. We generally get 3. This is the one time we do get an odd number, incidentally. We generally get 3, and that's standard. Okay. And you've got to think at this stage that the Gen 1 first partner Pokemon are kind of in, right? You've got to think they're going to do Venusaur, Blastoise, and Charizard. That seems pretty standard, right? They've got to. Seems like a missed opportunity if they don't. But we also know there's going to be a bunch of EXs. Other than them, we've already seen Alakazam and Mew. And although we haven't seen the others, we have seen that lovely poster which revealed which ones were getting the EXs. So although we haven't technically seen the EXs, we kind of have seen the EXs in a weird kind of way. My point is, if they're not stopping at 12 artwork rares, and Tangela confirms that they're not stopping at 12 artwork rares, that means that there's a very good chance they're not stopping at 3 special illustration rares. And that means that some of these other EXs are going to have time to shine. For newer folks, do remember that the difference is that the artwork rares are your regular Pokemon, and the special artwork rares are your EXs. So Fuecoco goes and gets an artwork rare, but Skeledirge gets a special artwork rare. And that makes a lot of sense. So this is shaping up awesome. I'm already in on Pokémon Card 151. I think I've made that extremely clear. I am excited about this in a way I've not been excited for a set probably since Celebrations. I am maybe Scarlet and Violet, to be fair, that was a hype set. But I am very hyped for this set regardless. knowing we're going to have more artwork rares, and I'm sorry, but these artwork rares are like the coolest Pokemon cards we have right now. They are absolutely stunning. If you're telling me getting more of them, I'm going to be nothing but excited. This sounds amazing. But I want to know what you think. So let me know in the comment section, would you? Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at @TheWasi. That's where we talk Pokemon card games, Pokemon card games, all kinds of fun things. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join the Discord, all kinds of fun things. Oh, and I should mention you can get shoutouts on the channel, like the lovely Arcadia Free, who is one of our lovely supporters and seems to be a very lovely person. So shout out for the support and for being a very lovely person. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.